private living, 16 July 2023. Sunday, we will move from the point we stopped. We complained in the afternoon. That kind of, there's no reason to continue something if we don't have the same reciprocity and needs in the way we do things, and for sure allowing to cut more ties and review the treatment and the goals, especially considering have someone to do exclusive services. But we will move. Things we do kind of sometimes have to face this, and we had as motivation the proud and the dignity of some groups that still deserve to be entrusted and believe it in the same way they believe in you. So we will have to buy them for them. We could check, and it's quite simple what we're gonna do. That you had the mobilization as transnational organized crime, considering different groups taking advantage of the internal failure of an institution, combining them all with connection and inside the Banax space as failure zone or array. They had the interaction and the interconnection in a transcontinental level and achieve levels as a hierarchical projection from this kind of thing to hurt or obtain advantage in a global event, a global star, or reach this research. This research on my private living in Brazil as a place that has no excuse to be hurt, you probably will suffer the consequence from this point for sure, and we are kind of doing this, allowing the compensation and the value you diverted from Brazil since at least 1988, estimated in 38 trillion, is the compensation that will be stored in a judicial account. To do the review, the judicial account is a faithful trustee as the bank to hold the money and research this and have reviewed all financial operations in an amount as 38 trillion to supply the need as accuracy, considering that the fake records made by departments put all things wrong. After we got this, we will observe that this structure is related with something here. That is the organized crime as itself, which is kind of the same thing. We will put this entire thing here now as the domain with the image as organized crime. But as we told before, this situation as domain and image is not relevant because you will have inside the image and the domain allowing them to chase to switch the position by circumstance they need. If you chase the public architecture as institutional crime, probably the guiltiness or the object circumstance will be transferred to an event that reduce your accuracy. For instance, if you have your sidewalk and you have your police department here, and you have someone, for instance, in a city that is a tourist spot, and it's smoking weed as a tourist, the police officer will get him or her and will have, for instance, the situation in general to take advantage. At the same sidewalk, we have situation here that is selling drugs, having the prostitution, have the piracy at the same sidewalk of the police department or the judicial court, but they never complained about this. By blind eye, the object we target, we kind of could evidence and prove this. The blind eye will cover, and will cover, especially by fake record, this clandestine structure as institutional corruption, as public corruption much more dangerous. But once got unveiled, the masks, when fell, they got more violent. And after got pressured, under pressure to talk, they will be forced to talk about the criminal organization as 100% criminal purpose. And then things will be strange in those areas here, which are the core activity as real criminals inside the regular area by the influence they do or the levels not unveiled yet. But since this huge entire structure is a big elephant climbing a tree, they can be invisible. This is our movement according with the diary we had. If you had the opportunity to violate this, you for sure have. Sunday as usual, and now weekends, all days, during 24 hours, we have interference in our life, in our private things, to do not suffer the consequence in others. Drill down institutional crime, unveiling architecture and patterns of risk operated from regular arenas as pandemic crime. It's what we are doing, and indeed it's made. We will have this for the next period because it's just to set the conformance and confirm facts. In general, not all facts will have the advantage as plea bargain, especially considering the report we did. Please take a look, Risk Report 2023, tracejuly.blogspot.com. Have a great week.